Yo, what's up guys, Nate here. Welcome back to Sonic Academy, to this course on AI vocal production. So before we get going, we are going to address the elephant in the room and just chat a little bit about AI because it is quite a divisive topic at times. Some people love it, some people hate it. I just wanted to offer up a few opinions and observations from my end. It's a tough one to talk about because I do, sympathize with people who feel that it's going to, ruin a lot of jobs or take away a lot of work from people or level the playing field too much. And unfortunately, there's nothing really that you can do about it. It's here and it's going to stay, and we need to find ways to deal with it. At the same time, it's also an extremely exciting opportunity to try out a new tool. I kind of liken this a bit to the sync button on CDJs. You have those that, clung to the whole vinyl thing and would then claim that not being able to mix without a sync button, you weren't a real DJ. I totally disagree with that. This is a tool and you should use it. I think use it responsibly. Yes, there is going to be a lot of people that come out and just use this kind of stuff and create rubbish. And yes, it is frustrating as an artist to have people utilizing AI because it does kind of cut all these shortcuts that you spend hours and years crafting and honing your skills for. You got to kind of get over it and just move along. You find ways to adapt and utilize this stuff in interesting ways so that you sound better than everybody else. I also firmly believe that most of the stuff that I've heard from AI is just not quite there yet. It moves so quickly, so it may be very soon. Also after working on this course and my experience with AI stuff, and I should also mention, I've got a lot of experience as a producer. The AI thing is still kind of new, and there's probably a bunch of tools that I'm not covering here that are out. Maybe just in the time that we edit this, there'll be a whole bunch of new tools. That's how fast things are moving right now. This is more just about my sort of concept or workflow using this kind of stuff. I still don't think that this is at a point where it's going to replace a real singer. I think these are useful tools, but just understand that you're always going to have a better result, and there's an emotional connection to vocals that you're just not going to get out of this. You may get close, but yeah, I don't think we're quite there yet. So when it comes to the generative stuff in particular, what I also find is you have to be careful of falling into the trap of just hitting the refresh button all the time. This is one thing that I don't like about it. It's very hard to get the generative stuff, in my experience, to do exactly what you want. A lot of the time you're going to get lucky and you might get 90% of the way there, but you're still going to want to come back and edit something. And what happens then is you can't really edit it, because if you hit generate again, then you just end up with something completely new again. Might be ballpark, but it's never going to be the amount of control that you have by doing it manually. This is where some of the other tools that we're looking at in this series come in handy. And these tools I do find really, really useful and quite clever in that they still rely on you to leverage them in your music in the way that you want to do so. It's not just clicking a button and coming up with something. That said, the generative stuff as well, like Suno, you could liken that to Splice. I mean, you're going to Splice, you didn't produce any of those loops, yet you are taking pieces of those loops and putting them together to create a finished product. That's how I kind of see generative AI as well. It's in the same way. You hit refresh a bunch of times, you come up with a bunch of ideas, and you take little pieces out of all of those and put them together. Also, at the end of the day, to remember, AI can't really do stuff right now that hasn't been done before, in the sense that it's not going to come out with a whole new genre. But then again, none of us are going to do the same thing either. Most music is just sort of recycled these days anyways. So I think the thing is to be less precious about it, but also focus on the fact that the reason that we write music is because it's fun. Hitting the refresh button on Suno is not fun for me at the end of the day. I'll do it for a bit and enjoy some of the ideas that it comes up with, but I really want to be hands-on and writing the music myself. So yes, give me tools that make that process more fun, more accessible. Anyways, I'm rambling on here, but I just think it's a good thing to just chat about, just sort of let you know where I'm coming at this from. I don't use a whole bunch of this AI stuff in my own releases at the moment. I've been working on some stuff which I'm going to show you the workflow for in this series. But you'll also see as we go on, most of this is really about finding ways to make this our own and create something that's different from what some of the generative stuff is going to spit out. Right, cool. I think I should shut up now. Let's dive in and let's start writing some vocals for this tune that we're going to do. I'll catch you in a sec. Cheers. Okay, welcome back, guys. I want to do one last little example here, just a usage case for Ace as well. And you can do the same thing with Dreamtronics that we're going to move into. But that's creating vocals completely from scratch. Now, we've got our sort of vocal takes here, but what if you wanted to do some sort of acapellas that were completely different to what we have here? Now, we could move around the original vocals like we had, but we can also just go in straight away and play them in. So we're on the Ace Bridge channel now, and you'll see if you have this set to piano here, you can play the piano back. Let's just take a listen to the section. Well, actually, maybe even better. Kind of just maybe see what happens and just go a little bit over the top there. Hit record. Let's flick back to this one. I'll just remove that quickly. Let's have another go at that. Third time lucky. Okay, let's give that a go. That's quite an extreme example now. We're going to see if we can get that vocalist to come in and sing that for us in a believable way. That's going to be something quite hard to get a vocalist to do, I think, in some cases. So all we need to do is come back and fill in our words here. So we've currently just got this da-da-da here. We want to switch back over to the AI vocals. And let's take a look. I hope it hasn't done this out of time. Let's play this back in... but very quickly. To make this chaos mine. It's not too bad. You might need to bring this down an octave, but let's just get this in here quickly. I don't want the da-da-das, I want... Running out of time, I'm running out of time. I'm going higher with that one. Okay, so this section has kind of overlapped everything, but you can see when I'm trying to move these around, because they're linked, there's one lyric that's running through all of them. Just come over to this one is where I want the lyrics to start over again, and paste in that again. And you'll see it'll start off new. Now we can actually separate the two again. We're just going to double check. I'm running out of time. I have to sing the time all the way down on that last one. Let's get Draco back in here again. See what he sounds like. And let's give it a shot. Oh, I do think I'm going to have to... maybe the male vocals are a bit better, but let's just... yeah, definitely want to come down an octave. Let's just check on our editing here. There we go. And give this a test drive.
Staring out the window, the world passes me by. The shackles weigh me down, I'm drowning. I'm running out of time, running out of time. I'm running out of time.
Okay, so you need to just finish those slightly. Just come back here again. It sounded a little bit cleaner originally when we had the women singing it, but just double check on these notes again, yeah.
I'm running out of.
Okay, so there's a problem there for some reason. So for some reason this has gone a little bit weird here. Let's just, I'm running out of time.
I'm running out of.
Alright, okay, so this one we'll just manually put in time. And then this one's going to be I'm running out of time again. Long notes are all time. I'm running out of time. And then time we're going to hold for that last section. Okay, let's try that one more time.
Staring out the window, the world passes me by. The shackles weigh me down, I'm drowning. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of
I mean, yeah, it needs to be tweaked a little bit. Like with this, a lot of the time, it's just time spent to kind of get it really sounding perfect. It's not necessarily a quick process, but it's not a bad start there for a backing vocal. Let's maybe just stick a compressor on this quickly as well. Maybe just hear what this sounds like as well with. Not bad. I mean, there's a couple of sections there that would need to be tweaked. I mean, that's too staccato. That you want to kind of get the feel of that right.
I'm running out.
Maybe some of them may be quick fixes like this.
I'm running out of time.
I want them to kind of roll into each other a little bit more.
Time, I'm running out of.
Don't like those outs being so short.
Time, I'm running out of time.
That's in the wrong place. Just fix the timing there.
Time, I'm running. Time, I'm running out. Time, I'm running out of time.
Yeah, I mean that's great for kind of doing these kind of a cappella kind of things. You can see how powerful this can be. Especially if you can just play and stuff live like that, it works really well. One last little example here. Let's just see what happens with one of these other voices. Like, let's go with Clara. Okay, now we've got them kind of going up and down.
I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty interesting. You could really go to town with stuff like this. I don't know if we'd use that for this track, but yeah, just to show you what you can do. Nice little listen to
Pass
that.
me by. The shackles weigh me down. I'm drowning. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Obviously, you can spend more time just tweaking that again, but let's stop it there. I want to just quickly jump into Dreamtronics in the next video, take a look at how that one works. It's fairly similar, but there are some differences just in terms of the editor and stuff and how that works. And then we'll bring all of the stuff back in, play around with a few other things like getting this to sit properly in the track as well. Also using some AI tools as well. So let's jump into the next video and I'll see you then. Cheers.